What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're looking at a 40 big blind spot. It's gonna be hijack versus cutoff, but we are gonna look at it's a single raise spot. We're gonna look at our starting range for now. Do you guys open jack ten off from the cutoff at 40 big blinds?
I do.
I also think I do.
Maxi's still connecting, I see.
Let's raise. And we get three bet. Should we call the three bet?
Not with Jack 10 off, it's our worst hand almost.
Yeah, it's a full right? Yeah. Oh.
Right,
Pocket deuce. What's up, man? Pocket deuce. I'm opening.
Yep. Hijack opening.
Uh-oh.
Small 3-bet, I call.
Yeah.
Deuce is, I think, still a call.
I think we need to call every pair, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a fold. We need to fold deuces. We call
Deuces is
almost
fold.
every. Yes, we need to fold deuces.
You haven't got 10 to 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's fours is calling, for instance, and threes almost.
yeah, but for me, you know, the set mining thing is not as useful. It's really about like range construction. Joseph, are you a member of the preflop ninja?
I signed up, that's all I did. I just signed up.
Okay, you signed up, so you have access.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want, just send me a message on Discord and I'll get you invited because I think it's a really cool tool. I think they're gonna release it for public in like 3 months or 2 months. I'm not sure, but you can train with it in the meantime.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is an open and then we call here.
Close spot, yeah, call. It's not that close, actually.
Yeah, the range we call with is gonna change a lot based on who three bets us. So this
Yeah,
is
but we're
easy.
opening from hijack, so king 10 is
Oh.
then.
Look at him ripping. Easy breezy.
Fold.
And yeah, okay. Open.
Call.
Yeah.
Fold the deuces, but sevens.
Raise fold.
We saw that fold. Raise.
Oh,
Call.
sometimes I level myself there into four betting.
Yeah,
I'm
that's.
I'm actually always for betting, but I think it's just ace four and ace five. I don't think ace three should be in here.
I think it's a call.
I think it's a call.
Yeah, the suited
How
ace
often do you,
and
how often do you consider for betting here?
With ace 3?
Yeah.
Not much. 0. I
Okay.
do it not often enough in total.
Okay,
Me
let's
neither.
call. No, look at
Oh.
this. Look at this.
Yes.
I'm always doing that. But I'm actually, yeah, always doing that.
It's very positional when you do it and when you do it, not do it.
No, for sure, like it's late position against late position, so it's a
Yeah, you do it more.
ranges are wider. So, yeah, this is one.
It's again open independent. Most of them are so tight by three betting.
I train early position versus late position. That's
Yeah,
maybe.
whenever my opponent would have like a three bet of like 12 or more, I'm always jamming.
Then it's okay. But if 5, then not so good.
That's right. Raise? No,
Fold.
not a raise. 7-5 suited, so close.
No.
Okay, so it's gonna be. It's like offsuit tens. And then suited sevens.
That's why I'm trying to learn. It's button is
Suited sevens, but I guess queen six is in there,
7,
right?
8, 9. And,
This is an open?
Yeah, it's open.
I agree. Oh, facing the raise.
I
Think
think it's
call.
a fold, but it's close.
Is it
Oh,
close?
it's also, yeah, it's even the open is close already.
Yeah. 9-6 suited. No, I'm folding.
I guess, yeah.
It's suited 7 or suited 6. We need a good kicker.
7-9 is the bottom suited, I guess.
I don't think so. I think it's. just
Maybe you
a-
can open 10-6, but not 9-6.
Yeah, there's the 9 kicker is not good enough.
But 7-9 is.
Yeah, because it's a one gap. That's you have
Eight,
extra
six,
outs.
9. I think I'm folding.
Open
Yeah.
bottom.
Yes. Ace-8 is needed, I think.
Oh no.
Yep.
Ace-7.
Yeah, a bit. Fold.
Really, 6-3, we're suited.
Are you crazy?
Owned.
But maybe. But, even
6-4? No,
no. Face.
raise call.
Yeah.
So
I was
against the
wondering if
small
this
blind,
one
what's
we
our
go
calling?
all in sometimes.
I
When
even
was the
choose
last
this.
time you call king 6 suited to a 3-bet?
Never.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
I never do
actually
that.
do it.
I fold,
started
I
doing
think
that,
up to king 8 suited against most players.
I think I got lucky with it because every time I did it, I hit the queen, the king, and it was good.
But that's probably indeed.
A great
Correct.
sample of, oh, oh,
Yeah. Do we jam back or just call?
I think this is one of my 4-bet bluffs. I wanna
Yeah.
do it with it, but I think I'm just calling here because we're in position.
Yeah, that's true. We are in
You
position.
don't mind seeing a flop? It's
Oh,
mixing
still.
hard, yeah, mixing hard.
Why ace-8 and ace-7 suited is a shove?
I don't know, I would have picked ace-5 and ace-4.
Probably because the small blind opening range, but or folding range, one of the two.
Yeah, I guess it has to do with this 3-bets. So hang on, we are looking at ace-8 and ace-7, and then he is 3-betting ace-9 and ace-6. So he's calling, oh, okay, so it's, I guess it's, we use ace-8 to attack the suited 9s, that makes sense. And the ace-7, I guess we just attack better aces.
Yeah, he fold out better hands, and he has a lot
Oh,
of.
we-
He
With
raises
ace-7,
with a lot
with
of nines.
ace-7, we get, I think we get folds from ace-10 for sure, and
Yeah.
ace-jack, right?
Yep. But he also has quite some nines, so an ace-8 and ace-7 are better than ace-9.
Yeah.
3-bet.
Oh, that's right. Alright. Here we should jack-6 suited. Oh,
Jack-7 is a bottom.
That's typical GTO against most player pools. It's hard to say if ace-8 or ace-7.
so this is a raise call.
Yeah, do we call it? Yeah, probably.
Easy call.
Easy.
9-7, Josh.
Easy, yeah, easy. There's something I forget sometimes that we call with most suited and fold more offsuits.
I'm
Call.
afraid this wonderful game has come to an end. Because he 3-bets us.
Oh, wait a minute, yeah. Ace deuce to ace-5?
Yeah.
But was that not against the imposition player?
I'm not sure, was it? Ace deuce.
I'm not sure.
Hijack, you don't have the villain position.
So I think, yeah, it's probably not bad to go all in, but
For sure, I'm doing it. No. Punting.
it's against.
Ace-8 and ace-7 against the small blind.
We saw that just earlier.
Okay, so
I see
that's
if you're
really
out of
weird.
position, you jam your low suited aces.
Yeah.
If you're in position, you don't. Yeah, raise jam.
I think we're gonna raise. Then we go all in,
Position,
right?
yeah.
5. King 4. No,
No, that's a fault, I think.
what do you
could
do
only
with
get
King
open,
6?
but
King
King
6?
six,
Raise king 6 is raise, king 5 also.
King 5, you raise King 5. I don't raise King 5. I just raise King 6.
Hijack.
it's king 4 even.
What?
What?
Okay,
I think this is not according to poker coaching charts, but I don't know. Let's see.
oh, there's always small differences, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright,
No. I just want to check if the poker coaching charts. It could be king 4, huh?
alright, so now we're gonna take a little bit of a look into the post-flop strategy. So on the flop, this is gonna be the hijack strategy across, we have 440 textures.
King 4 suited also for poker coaching.
So the cutoff is gonna check, no, this is actually the hijack, I'm sorry. The hijack is gonna end up checking, what is that? More than 50% of the time, right?
Yeah.
So the hijack either checks or bets small. I was looking at my sim, and then this is the basic sim that I came up with. I only have a bet small as the flop out of position bet size. So the first thing that came to my mind is, are we losing EV by having no big bets from the hijack here?
Not a lot.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think not a lot. You lose some.
No, exactly. Basically, I ran the both spots and here I added the bigger size for the spot. So if we look at like the equity for out of position here, it's 49. So equities are the same. Okay. But if we look at the mixed strategy, which has like big bets here, it yields 46.07 in EV. And my basic strategy without the big bets yields 46.05 in EV.
No, that's equity, yeah? You're looking at equity.
No.
Yeah, no, 46.05. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so it's like 0.02. Having a mixed strategy here for this spot returns 0.02 in EV, exactly. So we're not gonna bother a lot with it. I think it's fine to just have a small size here. We mostly anyway end up checking. I think we might have a few size up, like if we look at the strategy here, it was like 6 or 7% of the time. So basically, if we leave it out, we cover like 95% of the strategy for this one. So it's gonna be good enough for me.
Some question about equity and EV. Equity is the range versus the range, and EV, what value you are expecting till the end of the hand to get, or
The equity is like if you fight range against range right now.
Yeah,
Who's
no
the
betting.
has the strongest range? And the EV is the with, if we add the strategy aspect of it. So if we add
Okay.
with the strategy that either player is gonna take, this is gonna be the net return. Like using,
an equity if we so-called go all in on the flop range versus range
You could
Exactly.
also say equity is without betting. If you don't bet at all,
without betting. Okay,
you just go to the river and show hands. Who's then best?
okay, like checking down.
alright, so we're gonna add a new pack. Oh, no,
Yeah.
wait,
Normally the equity of the EV is for out of position is lower than the equity out of position.
so
Yeah.
we're gonna start a note tab because here 40 big blind. Hijack versus cutoff. I already see that out of position is checking a ton on a sideboard. And here, as we see, it's all the ace high boards, like whether there's a straight on board, whether there's the wheel, whether it's an ace high wet board, whether it's an ace high rack board. We check like more than around 70% of the time. So that means we pretty much only bet when you have something. Also on king eye boards, I guess we check it out. So whenever there's on ace and king
Yeah,
high.
we have an ace, 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 king, and king, king disadvantage because we call. No, it's not true. He called. Is the 3-bet pot or a single raise pot?
Single raise pot.
Single raise pot. So he has a lot of ace X. Villain, and we have the total range. Yeah.
Turn it back, perfect.
And you're out of position.
Okay, so the boards we bet the most is like jack eye or 10 eye boards.
Yeah, there is a straight possible.
When, yeah, exactly, when there's a straight possible. We bet the most on jack or 10 high board. Possible straights. As well as middle pair boards.
It looks like cutoff versus button. They are almost same patterns.
We can see, we can see.
Probably yes.
Actually, you're telling us, right, Maxi? Are you looking
Yeah,
at the
well,
strategy for the button versus cutoff?
yeah, just curious because I've
Okay,
just
nice.
recently studied
Sweet.
Matt's video.
Yeah, but the button should call with a similar range than the cutoff versus hijack. There are score differences, of course, because
Alright, so
hijack.
that's
Some
gonna be
are-
the cutoff strat, the hijack strategy on the flop. So mostly checking, we can bet a little bit when there's a jack. That's about it, or on middle pair boards. Okay, once it's checked to him, this is gonna be the cutoff strategy. So the
Also checking.
cutoff is also checking back 50% of the time. Okay,
And we also saw that the equities are running very close, so
Yeah.
no one has a big advantage in general, at least. So this is not a big surprise.
okay. So it's gonna be a checking game.
What's that third column? Because you bet big there a lot of the time, at least. But there's the ace high bet board, I think.
Oh. Ace high wet. When we bet. Use bigger size. So. For the cutoff, it's not all ace high boards that are created equal. There's a clear difference whenever there's an ace high wheel. An ace high with a straight, so that's gonna be like ace, king, queen. Or just an ace high wet board, so that's gonna be a board like ace, 8-7, for example. Where
Yeah.
the opponent could have two pair.
Yeah, but also straight draws and gut shots.
sizing up. On
Ace high red boards.
ace high wet boards.
Yeah, red means that there are straight draws available. For the rest, they're quite similar.
Villain could have two pair as well. Oh no, it's just a straight draw, right?
It's the straight draw is the factor that makes
Okay,
the bet.
perfect.
Of course, you can have two
Does
pairs.
the low card straight draw, middle card straight draw,
Now it can also be high card straight draw. For instance, ace.
all of them?
Yeah, I think ace king not, but I don't sure how I implemented it.
So we mostly just bet small. Going across the board.
King, it can also be the king high straight draw.
Yeah.
Aces are special.
Okay. Now, whenever the cutoff goes for a small bet, this is gonna be the hijack strategy.
Versus a bet.
We actually meet MDF on the small bet almost
Mm,
on ace high boards.
That's true. On ace wheel, for instance, we almost fold the double as much as on the.
I see a
I
little.
really glad that we're gonna have more raises. But it's
So whenever it becomes like jack 10 straight. Actually, the low wet boards, we mostly defend by raising. As well as low pair boards.
Yeah, but that are the boards that hit neither player good. So you're very polarized on these boards. You either have something or you don't have something most of the time.
Okay.
Same on low straights also a bit, but
It looks like if we take this line, it looks like the cutoff can bet range a lot because we really don't meet MDF on so many boards.
Yeah, but the cutoff is actually checking half of the time.
Interesting. Looks like he doesn't have to
he has to.
because our check raise is so powerful. Because we don't meet MDF just with
It's what gets the most EV. Yeah? That's what the solver is doing, and not.
yeah.
So checking is for some good hands is better than betting the good hand and getting fold.
Yeah.
It's also sometimes true. Huh?
so then also we check all our drafts and from cutoff. Is that correct?
No,
If we check generally 50%.
no, we are balanced, so we're not checking all our draws.
So
if you,
betting the higher ones, the not draws, I guess. Which are good against check raise.
Probably. For instance, I would expect that ace deuce is bet. Ace deuce suited if it's a flush draw. And ace king suited not, for instance. But I'm not sure. Yeah, you have to bet some and you have to check some. That's always true.
Yeah,
And it's not easy to make that choice correctly. At least not to my knowledge.
it's
But a
not
lot of times you see that ace low is betting and ace high is checking, of not being aggressive.
Okay, and we raise a lot less. Hijack is raising a lot less. When there's an ace or king, is the king too? King wet is raising a lot. Okay, so whenever there's like an ace on the board, right?
Less, yeah, okay. Yeah, it should be reasonable because the hijack is hijack just it's hijack. Okay, sorry.
Okay. And then let's see what happens when we face as the hijack, the big bet.
What I maybe should do, Louis, is somehow show the equities on these type of boards for the players.
Okay, I'll think about that. Good suggestion.
That could be a good way to see
Yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's the reason that you check so much.
And we can, we can actually easily, like, I can make reports that have equity, right?
And all your reports, I think, or at least in most, are the equity and the EV
Yeah,
are also there.
yeah,
So
let's
I
think
can
about
look at
this.
it. I will look at it. Just do it.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Against the big bet. Against the big bet, we don't do much raising. We only raise small, but it's not. We mostly raise small. So. It's small or all in. But it's mostly just small.
Yeah, it's also the race 2-6-2. It's not always all in. Just mixing. Most boards, at least.
You said all our sessions are on YouTube now, right?
Yes, not all of them. But I put in a few hours here and there.
Oh, okay.
Are you on the poker coaching channel or?
And what is your channel again?
The channel is here. It's called Poker Coaching Study Session, and it has 29 subscribers.
I'll have to go subscribe right now and make sure. I thought I was already, but maybe not.
I'm not
Can you
like
tell
that.
us?
I like the picture, Louis. You should.
Hey, what's up,
That's
everybody? This is Louis from the Poker Coaching Study Session. You can check it out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
That's awesome.
There we go.
You can check me in the swimming pool every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I will check it in the swimming pool of Louis. Hi Louis, are you in the swimming pool?
All right. So enough said. let's get busy. So we're gonna be out of position and that's it. Oh, we are 17 today. It's cool. Oh no. I need 6 max. Then MP versus cutoff. Yes. 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 There we go. Oh. Should we bet? Should we check? We don't have a spade.
Checking.
Check, huh? Alright, yeah. it's a
Check call.
Do
Ah,
you
dus-
bet your queens here on the flop?
I thought
What's your betting strategy?
should we be checking pretty much, I'd say like 90% of the time?
It's around. Like,
Well,
I'd
let's-
say average 60% of the time,
Okay.
on average. We check again. Hang
Um,
on, what's your betting strategy on this flop? What do you bet? King 9 with a spade, would you bet?
King nine, no, I'm not betting any under pairs. I'm gonna bet mostly top pairs.
Are you opening King 9 offsuit?
King nine offsuit, no. I'm moving it from cutoff, yeah, but not cutoff is where I open it.
yeah.
Hijack is it's an open.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Sometimes need.
You are sometimes.
This
So-
is suited also.
How do you structure your betting strategy on this flop? King 9 off with the king of spade, do you bet?
No,
What's your betting strategy?
I'm gonna bet my top pairs. I'm gonna bet if I had my flushes, my top and bottom flushes. If I had like a blocker in there, like a 10, if I had like king 10, I'm
I'm
probably
a
gonna
blocker straight.
This is straight, 10.
no, on the flop. I thought he was talking about a flop.
Yeah,
though,
on
on
the
the flop.
flop, man. Alright, let's see. So on the flop, no, we are actually willing to look at the betting strategy. Surprising here that we have so much bets. So we are gonna be betting our queen.
Still say almost 60% checks. Huh?
Yeah, still almost 60% check for sure.
All our gut
King
shots.
9 with the king of spade is betting some, but it doesn't seem to be a factor. I
Mixing.
get the spade is not a major factor here, at least. And we don't really bet with these, right? We bet with king 10 off. You have that, right? What about flush draws? Flush draws.
The low ones.
Yeah, my top and bottom. I said.
Oh, it's liking ace king even here.
You know, whenever there's a straight possible like this here, I realize that it's not betting the top and bottom anymore. Okay, it's
Yeah.
betting like the ace high wheels and the middle-ish ones. And then when
Sure.
there's no straights available, it's exactly how you said it. The top and the bottom ones and the middle ones wants to check. And then here it's just the opposite, like the wheels, even though like these are the same ace high flushes, it's always the same pattern. The wheels want to bet more when there's a straight possible, and the middle-ish ones as well. So you have like two modes basically. Like
Yeah, those
most of the
connect
time
with the
when there's not a straight, you bet the high and the bad ones, and the middle ones you kind of check. And when there's a straight, you bet the wheels and the middle ones. And then
Yeah,
you
the
check
one
the
that,
high and the low ones. Okay.
Checking again.
Blocking or not?
I'm just gonna get to showdown, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't block in this case.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I said 10.
That's a tough decision.
I don't think
100
so.
pot.
We can call with, first off, if we are to call here, we wanna block the
yeah.
flush. and we wanna have a
I like
spade.
this call because I mean, he checked twice. You know what I mean? I would call and then let's say we're beating, I mean, obviously, I don't think he has a queen. But even if he had 9, we're beating most 9s,
I agree with Louis that we have better blockers than
you
this.
know.
But he
I don't
doesn't.
think we're
bet
beating most
here.
nines.
He,
I
like,
don't
if
think
he
we're
has a
beating, I don't think we're
queen,
beating any 9.
that's right, that's right. Because I think he is never bet like a 9, he checked down. A queen, most of his queens want to check down. The flush it came in, there's a 4-liner.
Actually,
to
you
the
lose
flush.
against most 9s, huh?
Yeah,
But
that's right. Because you'd have to have 9, 7,
9, 7.
9, 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't- yeah,
9,
thanks
7,
for,
and 9,
yeah,
5.
thanks for pointing that out. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't
For
think
me,
for
it's an easy
it.
fold.
And is he having that? Yeah, no, I'm gonna probably call though.
We're beating
Okay.
bluffs is what we're beating.
There's a
Yeah.
4-liner here, Juan. And then he could have the flush or the straight.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wanna call anyway.
No, but I like to just go with what I'm thinking, and then when you guys change my mind, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I want to think more like that. You know what I mean? So
I'm always folding here. Let's see if you're right or. if
There's
you're not.
population, I would for sure fold.
It's a-
Oh, it's
mixing.
calling, folding. It's mixing. He's betting 2 pair of value.
No, if the sim is mixing this hard, I don't think you're printing against, but like Juan, this is clearly the case where you need to fold the river.
I was just gonna say that.
You need to fold the river, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah,
River call efficiency is
I
not
don't-
good on
I don't
Juan's
like-
database.
I don't like to be bluffed. No, that
He
makes
plays
sense.
the hand weird though, right? He checks back top pair, turns 2 pair, checks again.
I can see checking when the spade comes 0-2 again, just double making sure, you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
checking back again, so
And
I'm checking.
here, check. Do you call?
I'm just folding.
I fold.
Would we call with ace high backdoor with spades?
I think you need a little bit more than that, right? Oh, well, we have a backdoor straight too, huh?
Like ace 7 a spade, would it call?
Fold.
Yes.
I think it's a fold on that one.
What about, what? Think about ace 5 a spade and ace 7 a spade. Which one are you calling and why? And is it?
I'm
is it-
folding.
I'm probably doing the ace 5 of spade more, just because I have more interaction with the 4 of hearts on the board. That to make a straight, a backdoor straight.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna call with backdoors here, given
Mhm.
how much we reach MDF here.
But so I'd rather have the ace 5 than I would the ace 7.
So against a small bet,
A small one, we're supposed to be defending then. Most of can you guys hear my TV in the background? I'm sorry if you do all.
No,
No,
I do
okay.
not.
Okay, good.
Louis, did you look up whether we defended the ace 5 and the ace 7 of spades there?
I'm about to.
Oh, thank you. So,
even folding ace 5 of hearts. Oh, no, checking. Sorry. But space we fold most of the time, also, at least sometime. You're actually folding almost
I see.
40%. So that's not meeting MDF in this case.
So what is this texture? King eye? It's wet, right? King eye wet?
It's bet, yeah. King I red.
King eye wet.
It's more than 30% we fold. 35 on average.
So we're defending almost 60%. Yeah, we are exactly defending 60% here.
Yeah, a bit more, but
But the way we defend it, I mean, we don't get to call ace high backdoor flush.
we have a lot of Broadway hands, offsuits that can call. So
Notice that we bet some of those.
yeah, but that's also defending. Eh?
I mean, that flop is very good for cutoff, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's why we're not
all
defending the
those,
ace five,
yeah.
is we bet it.
It's also good for hijack. He has a lot of
But for,
Broadway hands.
but them him flatting behind, right? It's flatting behind you. I mean, that-
Okay, so that's
a
good.
lot
I
of
like
those
that.
cards right there.
Nice finding, Scott. So we are just betting with them, actually. Hijack likes to bet, not backdoor flushes, it seems.
Yeah, the low ones. With two backdoors. Or not? Yeah. Yeah, the low ones more than the other ones.
And then these can make the straight, kind of. Likes to bet.
Mm,
Betting all.
And then what are they betting it for? A small or small bet?
Well, at least, yeah, this is only smaller, so. Yeah, it's not entirely true. It's also ace-7, ace-9 I saw.
Well, that's the not backdoor flush
Oh, I thought that you said and
as well.
as well. Yeah.
Alright, that's nice. So this is exactly the spot where I think if we had an 80% size, it would use it. But I guess we just can bet small here. What?
It's a lot of
I see, I was watching a thing and I had thought like, yeah, we're like, pretty much we can pretty much be checking our whole range when we're
Right.
cut off,
Look
versus
at our
cut
equity,
off.
Louis.
Yeah,
Look at our equity. It's probably very low. Or not? Yeah, it's low, but not that low.
Not so bad.
But we are out of position, so that's also accounting for checking.
So now I want to check. No, of course not. Of course not. This
yeah,
is
that,
so
you
bad.
gotta, oh, yeah. I would've
He
bet.
didn't bet, Louis. Now, so we bet then.
Yeah.
Well, now I just wanna get the showdown the way it was played.
Yeah,
Never check.
Now it's 0, yeah, but yeah, it's just one of those.
you
And
probably have
I'm
to call.
Call,
We have to call.
yeah,
Okay. Of
There's a jack.
yeah.
course he has that.
No, in game against the normal opponents, I wouldn't call. But I also would think that this was a bet indeed on the flop. But we are out of position, so that's the reason he checks.
Yeah, I would think we'd have to call because even a normal opponent has got a busted straights and busted flushes there.
Yeah, it depends on the player.
Yeah. Well, they have them.
Checking.
He was betting pretty large, so that's not what a lot of players do.
That is true.
I think my ace high is good right here.
Ugh.
Easy fold.
I misclicked on the flop. It's a call. Whatever, right? No, it's just because I misplayed the flop. It's a 2% frequency bet and I clicked on it, so everything else is screwed.
Oh, you bet on the flop.
Yeah, I misclicked because I dropped a sip of coffee on my touchpad.
Things are wild over there.
Check.
Check.
Check fold.
Check.
I'm pretty much checking everything every time, I think.
Fold. That 7-8 isn't enough.
Yeah. Fold. I'm checking again.
This is one of the boards we bet the most, I think, or not?
Yeah. That's a J straight.
Yeah. Okay, so we definitely.
So let's bet this.
Let's bet this. Now, size up on the turn.
So why are we betting on this again? Can you explain again? Just.
Jack high board.
Lot of draws available.
Okay.
And
Oh,
we
for
have
him, you
a
mean?
lot of draw. Yeah, also for us, we have a lot of Broadway hands, so this board is not it's good for
I
us.
guess the number one reason why we bet is that the report says we should bet a lot on jack eye or 10-eye board that can have the straight.
It's actually a wet board and not a straight board.
Oh, is it wet?
It's not.
Yeah, there's two
Oh,
Broadways.
it's wet. Okay, so it's actually here. So I thought it was this one, but it's this one.
Yeah, still, I think because it's Jack 10, that we have a lot of.
And I think here, if you had to have a mixed sizing, I would bet big here.
Yeah, I
would
find
bet
you,
big
I
here.
find when you bet right there too, if they have like something, like if they have ace jack, they have their racing, you know what I mean? And you can almost sometimes even get your money.
Yeah, for sure. Here I would bet big with jack 10, ace jack, queens, kings, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Now we size up, right?
Yep.
You can even go, okay, so that's the same size.
It's the same. It's a geometric.
That's you, yeah. So when I noticed with running sims over and over, the geometric size is always extremely close to the 80% size.
Yeah, normally for 40 big shares.
Oh, the 10 paired.
I hate that 10.
Should you have a 10
It's
or
a
not?
shove.
I might do a block bet.
Yeah, black bet seems very good here.
No, because you're,
Oh, you go all in. You
Yeah,
want
you
first
should
value
check.
from Jack. He has more jacks than 10, so
It doesn't mean that you can recklessly pay a 10 here.
will he
I-
call
are you
with
gonna
jack?
fold to, are you gonna fold to a shove?
Is the jack
Um,
folding
no.
to a shove?
No, but if we check and he shoves, at least he has some bluffs.
Yeah, but I would go all in. Maybe there's
Yeah.
also some checking.
I'm
but,
probably, yeah, my reasoning on block betting would be for that reason, just because, you know what I mean? I don't want him to shove, you know what I mean, on me versus you check,
Yeah.
it's more likely he's just gonna go, okay.
Yeah,
I actually
mean,
don't
yeah,
like the
then you
block
should
bet.
go all in if you call off.
Thinking about it, because like we do get called by a jack here,
Yeah,
but if we check and he bets something, he has all the bluffs, whereas if we bet, he doesn't have bluffs anymore. So I think we wanna capture here.
Yeah, but
Bluff catching mode.
will he bet?
Okay,
Will he bet all hands that will call off? That's then the question. Huh?
Yeah, I think he's gonna bet himself. If he
You
has
mean
his
he's going to bet his jacks and maybe
you
some.
think, this is what I'm thinking, if he has, I don't think he does though, like, cause we could
Well,
be,
A person might not bet his jack here, but the solver will.
okay.
alright, let's exploit the solver.
Josh
Oh.
was right, just rip it.
Yeah, I would either rip it or check and not bet the in between size. That's I think the wrong one.
Of course he has it then. Alright,
Because you lose anyway if he has a 10. So
On the flop there, if we had bet, we bet small and got raised, do we shove with the queens there? I mean, we're going with it. but
Out
do we
of
shove or do
position,
we- Or do we
maybe.
call and let him
We
keep
have a
going in
queen.
case he's bluffing?
after position maybe
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, out of position.
wouldn't hate it.
shoving.
50-50, bit more even.
If we play back, it's all in.
Right. But but we don't always, but it's 50-50 whether we shove or call and let him continue. Okay,
It seems to be
Bit more than 50-50.
a bit more often all ins than. Yeah, it's more often shoving than anything else.
The exact combo is 50-50. because we had a queen or a club, I think.
Here we should check.
Yeah.
Check, check. We have king eye. We checking in?
No, we have a straight draw bet.
Yeah, I thought the gut shot, those are the ones we wanna bet.
Yeah,
We turn the,
Don't think
at
that-
80.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
betting 2/3, yeah. That's what I've been doing lately. Yeah, 80.
And the queen is good for our range, I think, also. But do we bet this combo is the question now.
I would
Yes,
check here.
I thought that's how we're trying to, but anytime we turn a gut shot or anything like that, I thought we wanted.
You
to
can't bet 100% one, huh?
Not 100%, but I'm just saying.
When we are the aggressor in a hand and we turn equity,
Yeah.
we are looking for reasons to barrel.
Since he checked,
This is like a gut shot. I'm not even sure if it would be a good reason to barrel as in position. But out of position,
well, gut shots are good check raises though, right? When we're checking and they bet or something, wouldn't we?
Also
be-
depends
wouldn't
if
be-
you
if you
Wouldn't we
have
be
the
raising
range,
those?
yeah, but I don't think this one has the good properties. We only have an overcard. We don't really block.
So we need to block something too as well.
Yeah, I
Like-
think so.
block king queen.
It's a pair board as well. I mean,
Queen nine.
Let me ask you a question, like if we had a diamond in our hand or something, is that what you mean?
Exactly. I think I
Okay.
need
That
the
would be
king
better.
of diamonds there. Because
now
at
we're-
least with,
okay.
with the king of diamond, we block some of his value.
Okay,
Also some of his continuing range need.
That makes
Is
sense.
this trainings tool also included in the basic from Pio?
Yeah, I think it's, the standard version has it, but I'm not sure. You should like check the pile. I have the pro version. But what I end up doing, and I think what most players are doing, is that like people buy the pro. But it comes with 2 licenses, so you can just team up with somebody that you know well that wants it as well. And it's like, not that expensive because you share the cost.
Oh,
that's
okay,
yeah, that's what I did.
but you need the basic subscription for to share the tool.
I'm not sure. You need to check on piosolver basically.
Okay, thanks.
There
Yeah.
is no subscription
Yeah, I-
to buy, it's a
I
one-time
agree
buy.
with you now, Louis.
One thing you can get for free right now, you can try like hit me up and I'm gonna get you with the preflop ninja.
And preflop ninja is
Right now it's
Free?
free. They're gonna release like their product. It's not gonna be free much longer, but for now it's still free.
can you send me a link for this?
Yeah, sure. Just send me an
Okay, thank
inbox. Whoever wants to have like access to preflop ninja, just hit me up in Discord and I'll send the invite.
Yeah, I do too, Louis. Yeah, I'd like that.
Juan, I think you
Hey,
have one already.
no, I'm
I never got
planning
it.
to buy a Pio license too, so we can probably split it up if you are planning it too.
Sweet. So
Doty,
that turns into,
I think
folding.
training is also available for basic, but
Fold.
Yeah,
Fold.
just
so
fold.
it's not listed separately. Training.
Will you send the link via Discord or on this one?
No, it's on Discord.
Okay, thanks.
And what did we do? We check. We bet. We
Yeah.
fold.
We checked it down.
That's who's missing. Where's Ket today? I'm used to hearing his voice in here.
I know.
Microphone broke the other day.
I guess
Queen
it's
rack.
better.
Does
Yeah,
the 6 connected 5 and 3? Is that a reason to bet?
I'm checking.
I don't
No,
think
it's not
Checking.
enough.
What about a6 of hearts here?
That
Ah,
I
bet,
think you can probably, just because yeah.
Still checking. 'cause
I'm
it's
checking.
You
hard.
have 2 backdoors, and then you maybe can bet on it.
So checking this one and betting a6 of heart. Let's see.
This
So
is
checking this
checking
one,
also.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I don't even think, I think it's checking a6 of heart too, to be honest with you.
I have 2 backdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on king jack 4, it was betting with ace 6 and ace 7 of spades. So I'm guessing it's betting here with a 6 of hearts. Oh, I guess it's not.
Like 90%.
Alright, no betting here.
No betting here. It's one of the exceptions. Is it with two very low cards that the exception is always? It's a wet board. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but it's not, I wouldn't think it would be wet for the cutoff though, right? I mean, on the, being that there's a 5 and a
Fold,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, yes.
think,
Only
you know-
7-6 in his range, probably indeed.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he has 7-6 suited in his range, but not more indeed. He doesn't hit this board well. That's true. So you could say it's a rag board indeed.
Whereas the other board, wasn't it higher, Louis?
it
The
was
other
king
one you were
jack.
talking, yeah, so then that's more hitting the range where that, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still checking. Ooh, it's bet 50-50 pretty much. Cause that'd be the gut shot maybe, I guess, or?
Yeah, and you have a diamond and a spade.
Yeah.
Blocking his
two of the
continuation
flushes,
range.
okay.
I think it's important here to have a diamond and spade. That's blocking his backdoor flushes. Flush doors.
You raise or call?
No, can we call
That's
you?
small bet,
No, it's just a call.
I'm gonna call one
Raising.
time, yeah. No, I'm not raising.
I think we are overfolding
An
a
ace
lot.
on the
here.
board?
2 aces and a 10.
Okay, so look at this here. So a
Raise.
high pair board, we raise as much as we call. How do
Yeah.
you guys construct your raising strategy here?
I think this is a good candidate to raise.
Amazing candidate because we can make the gotcha.
The nuts. And we block his backdoor flushes. Ah,
Call
come
85.
on.
Got it? It's a small
Yeah.
frequency raise, but it's the thing.
It's a thing indeed. It's
King
preferring
jack,
king,
jack,
king queen.
queen 10, stuff like this here.
It's preferring king queen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, logical.
Check.
2 high cards. What are we doing?
Checking.
Bet.
Have no equity indeed. So
Makes
it's a
it so
mixing
hard
game.
here.
And it's still betting that much, I would not guess that.
Yeah. It's difficult to say it's an under pair, but yeah, otherwise, what do we do with this kind of hands? Give up?
Yes.
Bet folding or check folding?
Now, let me ask you, like, okay, so now it paired the board, it went check, check. So the queen would have been better for us to get paired versus the 6, right?
Yeah, but
Find
let's
out.
also look at villain's range. But you're right. We don't
okay,
have
because-
6s in our range, but the
Yeah.
villain also doesn't have 6s in his range.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like middle position versus late position, so like, it's not a common spot. Or at
So
least
we're-
we don't study it.
So a lot of our hands in that position are offsuit 10s, right? Offsuit 10s and higher.
Yeah, offsuit tens are all in here.
You have a lot of Broadway cards indeed.
We have suited 7s and offsuit 10s. And some suited 6s, like queen 6, ace 6. But he has,
Only the suited
I
ones.
think we
huh?
have the
There's-
most 6s here.
Ace 6 is
Yeah,
only
we probably
one.
have 7,
combo.
6 too. We might have 7. I think we might, would we have 7? I think we might have 7, 6.
Yeah,
but only if-
definitely.
Yeah, 7, 6.
We only have a few
You
combos. huh?
know, so.
It's only the suited ones.
But he
Yeah.
doesn't, like, he doesn't have any suited 6s.
Yeah.
He has ace 6.
Ace
also
king,
one combo.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah.
And
That's
maybe
probably
7,
it.
6.
Nah, oh yeah, he could have 7-6 too, because he's gonna call that too, yeah.
I don't know.
Barely has a six.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of a6 even.
Also, the six is really bad for him, actually.
Yeah, and not really bad, because we don't have a lot either. It's bad.
Yeah, oh yeah, because so if we're opening our suited are sevens, he's opening eights, right? So he should be calling flatting 1 pip higher, so it'd be eights, right?
I think this, yeah,
So he should be flat, yeah, so yeah, you're right, he shouldn't hurry.
I think it's almost a brick. I mean,
Yeah. I don't know,
But is
man.
it
I
that
think we could, I think we get a size up actually. Because a small, I think he's gonna call. I think 80, I think sizing up would be a good one here for us. Because I don't think he's checking back.
I think if we bet here, we bet too often.
This is what I seen a thing the other day when it was talking about, like, okay, so if it was with our positions, we're pretty much checking most of the time. And by him checking back, right, doesn't that kind of cap his range because he checked
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas because we're out of position, we're still on cap because of the fact we're pretty much checking our range.
That's right, I agree.
yeah,
makes
more
sense.
capped. Less capped.
Well, at least that's what I just kind of learned, but I'm
Okay.
trying
Less
to
cap.
explain
Betting
it.
on your boat, let's see.
Betting small.
Hero is betting small here. So you were right. But
But
it's a
this
bet
isn't,
small.
wait a minute, hold on. It doesn't have the 80 option there. It has 30 and 530.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
weird.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's weird.
No, it's not weird. Remember at the beginning, guys, I showed you the difference in E EV.
Yeah, but that's the flop.
Yeah,
This
we're talking
we are
about-
on the
we're
turn
talking
now,
about turn.
maybe.
We bet the turn.
So it's not updating yet.
Yeah,
not updated.
that's the flop half the time.
Yeah,
Not
that's where it should have still showed the choice. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
same choice as on the flop still.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, this is the turn action.
Turn.
Yeah,
Right,
Okay,
I
now
bet it.
David didn't show that. Well, that's weird.
so
Yeah,
it's mostly checking.
okay, flop, turn, there we go, boom.
That was, yeah.
The 80 is a huge
It
mistake.
lagged.
Yeah.
Your new computer, do we?
Well, it's not that huge of a mistake.
It's
but
similar, so it's not a big mistake.
It's not the strategy here. We need to check it out.
Okay.
But I like the result.
Yeah, we got tens to fold, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
But if you bet, we could check raise. We have more money.
What about here?
We block at least. Shit,
Check.
man, check.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Now we have a 9. That's the reason.
Well, that's what I was thinking on a heart. If we have a heart, then we could check, right? Or am I opposite? If we have a heart, we can check, and then because don't we want to basically, this would be a hand that if we get check raised, then we just get rid of because
we
we don't mind
basically bet all.
we don't
king.
mind losing.
That's
we
right.
bet
and
all
It
king.
it seems to be checking more on a heart indeed.
Yeah, that's 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a big thing then.
Okay.
So we do have a lot of bets on these textures. Queen, jack, eight. And why is that? Queen, jack, eight.
What is the equity?
Oh, he's really, really short on queens. Alright.
Yeah, we have more broadways than him. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh, it's the
Well, this is-
kings.
well, this would
The
be
kings hit
considered-
them hard indeed, and the aces, but the queens not.
Would that board be considered a very wet board, right?
It's a bad board, yeah. No, it's a straight board even.
Yeah, because
It's 9-10 is a straight.
Checks also or not?
Sorry?
Is he
I think-
also weak in checks?
yeah, for sure, because look at this. Jack is the board we bet the most on.
Yeah.
So for
So
sure,
basi-
like
It's
he's
a queen
super
jack
weak with
board,
jack.
I also seen a thing too. I don't know if this is so much true or not. What do you guys? So basically, like the wetter the board is that the more often that we should be betting. If
Yeah.
it interacts with our hand, correct? Versus
It interacts
the,
with our hand, yes.
the more uncoordinated the board is, that it's not wet, that we could do the smaller bets, correct?
In general, yes.
Yeah, okay.
If it connects with our range, then we have a
we
range
check more.
advantage, yeah, so we can bet more.
Bet more and bigger, okay.
You want to bet bigger because it also connects with the with the film. You can continue a lot against the big bet. It's not, Are we going to bet now?
What did we do the first one? Oh, we check. Okay, check. Yeah, see, I get so
Check
confused
now.
in these spots, man.
Yeah.
I guess it right, and I'll be like, okay, that's it. And then the next one, you're like, oh shit.
exactly.
Yeah, I get.
What
I
was
don't know,
it
it's
last
weird.
time we had this?
When you're out of position, just it's tough.
Hey, it's tough, yeah. I agree. So that's the spot you have to practice a lot.
Well, I think that's why I've been pretty much just checking my whole range in this position because it's just so tough for me.
If we made a mistake not betting the flop, we should be betting the turn, right?
Now we should bet the river. It's updated. No, it's not. I don't know.
No, I'm checking. I'm just kidding. I'm just.
I'm
No, it's not
betting.
updated yet.
I'm just giving up.
I think we need to bet here. We get ace size to fold. He's really weak in jacks and queens. We have good blocker.
Hmm,
We can get better king eyes to fold. Like king 10 off is gonna fold. We get some ace size off to fold. This is a bet for me.
yeah, I would bet probably.
There we go.
100%. Dang.
Now you can fold.
Nailed it.
The bastard got us.
He bluffed with sevens.
See, like
No,
even that,
he has a full house. Huh?
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a full house. I was gonna say I wouldn't find that, but yeah, it's a full house. So never mind.
You want money for
When we
flip.
bet the flop, is he supposed to fold that hand?
No, I think he's pillied one time with the pairs.
He doesn't have hearts.
If
so
you look
maybe he
into it,
doesn't fold.
if we bet the flop, is he supposed to fold that hand?
Could
Yeah,
be.
sure. He has no heart.
He has no hearts, so maybe.
Because I think this is one of the most, I think when I play, this is one of the tougher spot when we.
Yes, he has no
like,
hearts.
like, it's when we open and then somebody call behind us.
Yeah.
Some of them call too much, some of them float too much. I want to see like, what should we do?
I actually
Floating too
had
much.
this spot yesterday. Let me show you guys real quick.
Most of the time they are not floating too much. Huh? They have to float a lot.
Oh no, like if you use a small sizing, man, they float you with
So
all
this
kinds
is
of shit.
the spot that gave me trouble yesterday. We were deep late in the money. And then I open ace queen off. He flats me in position. I see this flop. I didn't have a heart. I didn't know what to do. So I check. I guess it's the right play. He bets. What do you guys do here on the flop against a small half pot bet?
You're in.
I think we have to. I think we have
hijack
to
first
call.
cutoff.
I was not sure. It felt
I'm
like really
folding.
uncomfortable. So that's why we're working on this spot today because it's hijack.
And I
versus
think
cutoff.
he
That's
doesn't
a
like.
diff.
I don't know like how the villain is, but isn't it when it's low like this? He doesn't have all the strong hands and we do.
He has all the sets, so do we, but we have
He has
overpairs.
all the sets,
There's
but I
Kev.
think
Thing is, we don't block the
Yes.
nuts. I think you want a jack maybe to peel, but even versus a pot size bet, I don't think we peel.
I thought
Against the pot
like,
side best, I think we fold indeed.
I thought if the board was like 9 high or lower, we could actually bet against the in position player because
Oh, on the flop?
yeah, Like,
Yeah, I mean, I
say
think we
we
can.
say we
too.
raised and then he called and the
If
flop
ace
came like
queen?
the flop came like 9-5
bet.
deuce. I think we could just bet.
C-bet flop, yeah, that's a pretty disconnected dry flop. I think we get to C-bet that some, for sure.
And yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't have too many like offsuit nines or even suited nines that flat us from the cutoff.
So I could be betting it. But
Yeah,
I
with
bet
the
less
heart.
without, yeah, without the heart, I bet less. So I check more with the heart, without. So I check, he bets,
Did he bet small or big?
he bets all spot, the bastard.
He's got
Exactly
a
how
big equity advantage.
Look at both things, Louis, then you.
So you were supposed to call Louis right there?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
That's
Not on the
small.
river, no way.
Against the small bet, for sure, it's a call on
Yeah.
the flop. Against the big bet, let's see.
I don't think.
And we also call.
Yeah, you're full.
Oh, you're folding already.
58%.
Not 100%, so against the medium bet, you probably call.
So like, given this guy is a really good player, maybe I should flop fold. Cause he sizes up a little bit. My hand is gonna mix and then he's in position. He has 1 million in winnings. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think on the
fold.
turn, you should fold for sure.
this is clearly not a spot where I'm gonna print.
Sure.
We have to fight another day.
Yeah,
Would you barrel, jack on the turn, ace jack? Did he go check, check flop?
Oh, was that for the gut
Oh,
shot?
he bet flop, never
yeah, he
mind.
bets.
He did bet flop.
So say he bets small and I call. Let's see, on the turn, a 10 of diamonds.
If he bets again, then you have to fold
Okay.
probably.
And then on the turn, he's sizing up.
Yeah, you gotta be done.
Then you're done.
You might, I wonder if you bluff raise ace jack, no?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not getting that line.
So I kinda played it well, but if we look at it, I should just fold flop. I need a heart to continue
Did you fold on, you folded on turn?
on the turn, yeah. Then the damn river came. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, you could just have jack nine and be crushed, you could be crushed already.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to look
Two
at this.
pair.
one.
Yeah, I find out of position play indeed also one of the things that I'm running sims for. Train myself.
I'm just folding.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a fold. You have no interaction with the board. So.
Ken, you fixed your microphone.
I bought a new one.
This one is pretty good.
That's one way of fixing it.
Ooh, two pair.
Maybe you should bet.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
Yeah,
man.
I'm betting. Or
I'm
check
checking
raise.
this again. I'm just, cause I've been checking everything, so I gotta stay.
I prefer to
It's,
bet. though.
wait a minute, it's a
Think
king
king
high
high
board.
board,
He
we
has a
should
lot of
check.
king.
Yeah,
There's
Oh,
lots of
check
king.
raise.
I'm going for a check raise, yeah.
We
We got
could
our
check
best, we
raise.
still see bet our very best hands, I think. So,
Yeah, sometimes, but not always. We check a lot on this board.
But just do.
Ooh,
I'm
76,
betting,
nice.
more than
Easy
that.
enough to-
See, like, when I
king,
bet 30
king ten
here,
might check, king nine maybe.
the population isn't folding ace 10 off.
I
That's the
agree.
thing.
Like
Yeah,
king
that's
seven for
true.
sure checks. We're gonna
Yeah,
check
they're
some
not,
king.
like, if you bet small, they're not folding that hand. So I wonder, like, what the hell do we do? And then when we check, they're supposed to stab like half the time. They don't stab.
If you know that they over call and bet your value hands.
I would bet large here. It's
Only
pretty
your
large,
value hands.
Connected.
Yeah, this one
Well,
will bet
it'd
large.
still be this. What'd you say, Louis? This one we bet large because of the
Yeah,
spades?
this is
or-
one of the few hands we would wanna bet larger.
And that's
Yeah, I
because of
think so.
spades, though, right? Not.
Yeah.
is-
But why is it only, why is the large bet only all in?
Because you missed the beginning.
That's because the sim is that way, Ken.
Yeah, if you're here on time, Ken. No.
I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling- my stomach was out of sorts this morning. I didn't feel
You're
good.
not allowed to ask
Yes.
questions that are already
Yeah.
answered.
I'll do it for you, Ken, okay? So basically, my sim did not have the bet 30 for out of position for the first three. And I wondered like if it changed the overall strategy. So I added it and I reran some of the sims. And then if we look at out of position, like the equities are the same. Okay. But if we look at the EV difference, okay, having a bigger size on this flop, yields 46.07 and having like just two sizings here, like bet small or check, returns 46.05.
So really no difference then, basically.
So for this texture, it makes no difference at all.
Okay.
And it's really wet. So like overall, if we look here on the flop, betting big was like 6% of the strategy. So if we train with this strategy, we're covering like 95% of the spot and we're almost not losing EV. So it's going to be good enough for me. The type of hand we want to size up with, it's almost always the same thing. On queen 10-7, it's going to be queen 10. It's going to be over pairs, queens, aces, your best queens, and that's it. So two pairs,
Balance
the
it,
best of
balance
pairs.
it.
But if you
I-
want to use it, you know, because it's a really, really smart part of the strategy.
So it just goes all in instead?
It's not using it.
It's not
Just
using
not
all in.
using it. Just mixing, it's using more small bets and that's.
So even though you're putting bet 30, it's really a big bet, is what you're trying to say though, right?
No, what I'm trying
Oh.
to say is that the big bet is not used often enough for us to try to model the strategy.
Oh, okay, so we're just doing the 30 then.
Oh, I
We're
thought. it
doing a
was big
simplified
on that
strategy
Jack
that
10.
almost has the same EV.
Okay,
A simpler strategy and same EV.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, that makes it easier because normally that's kind of, I was not doing any big bets anyway. It was all small out of position.
All right. Also, what we found is that villain's range is really strong in aces and kings, and it's really weak in queens and jacks. So on here, on this texture, we know that he connects extremely well with this one because there's an ace. So we are
Yeah,
always
a lot of
checking.
suited aces indeed. Huh?
Checking.
Would we check? Would we bet with the jack of heart in our hand?
Nah,
I'm still not betting.
you
'cause
could
it's-
check call.
Okay, let's see.
I think we can bet with the Jack of
I
Hearts.
said check 100%. Oh, you're checking the other hand. Okay.
Maybe a little bit of betting with the jack of heart. It's mostly just a check. Okay, so check, check.
I think we could delay C bet here
Now we bet.
because.
The
No,
direct
no, he
under
checked.
pair,
No,
yeah.
no. He
No?
checked. He's gonna have more queens now, I think, actually.
No, because he's really weak in queens. If we
Yeah,
look
but
at
he
the
checks
queen
back
flop,
the flop. I think he's gonna have more now.
yeah, but look at this.
I say a
There's
bet.
Queen jack
say a bet.
off 20%, so never. And like these are low frequency as well. So the only actual queen he has is like king, queen, which has a king, and queen jack.
Yeah, and king, queen off, and yeah, I mean, ace, queen.
Only
still.
50%.
So the pattern here, when the queen turns, I'm sure it's a bet. I just don't know how much.
But I feel like when he checks back the flop, he's likely to have queens more often than aces now.
Yes, but he still has little.
The fact
I don't think he's checking back the flop. though,
So
on
I
the
think we're
queen.
either way ahead at this point or in really bad shape. And we blocked the straight. We blocked draws with jacks. I would just check.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's a check, but I think we should consider leading with other parts of our range here for sure.
I mean, my
Like we
God.
have a weak hand here, so we can like check and then play further.
You
But
might
if we
bet.
have
I
like.
think-
We
I
have
think
like.
we bet
bet.
lower pair. I think we would bluff lower pairs now. This hand I think's too strong. I mean, I don't know if it's a value bet. I think it's too strong to bluff. We might.
Yeah,
bet
we don't
like-
wanna fold out his like eights or nines.
I
Don't
think we
forget
bet
about
like
ace.
Yeah,
fours,
but you
has
got
a
fold
raise,
fives,
from
stuff
king
like
10
that.
and that kind of stuff. So we
Yeah,
bet
Yeah,
sometimes.
see, I would have bet. I would've
I think
said
we're
that.
gonna bet lower pairs, actually.
Yeah, but there are a lot of draws available, so there's reason to bet. You get value from draws.
Jacks, yeah.
So it's not 100% check.
The lower ones you're checking.
So. our
Yeah,
game
not the
plan-
low ones.
Oh, not the
Also, we
low
hate an
ones.
ace on the river.
Threes are betting, fours are betting a little bit.
Yeah, but queens and jacks are betting also pretty
Yeah.
heavy.
For sure, the queens are gonna start bet.
I bedoel jacks and tens, I mean, sorry.
So when the queen comes, we do have 40% of hand, 40% of bets. We just need to,
Look at
Yeah.
the jack of spades if that's betting more. So did you? I mean the jack. No, no, it's not betting that much more. Small difference.
I mean, it's a coin flip. You can bet or check. It's the same EV, right?
yeah,
If it's mixing, it's probably the same EV. Yeah.
where it's goes. But
So you have to
the
coin flip.
idea is whenever a card that is bad for our opponent comes, we can go at it. But like with other stuff, like Jack 9,
But see, we still have queens and we still have aces here, 100%.
like your
Well, that's
flush
good.
draws here, like the hearts, look at this, the hearts that are not top pair. And then the spades. All are bluffing. I want a black bet. What about
Yeah.
you?
I mean, I'd probably bet for value now.
Yeah,
Okay, 80,
30. We're trying to get called by some weak stuff.
trying to get called by an ace.
I mean, he's gonna
Well, he
have
checked
some
back
aces,
twice. I think-
not
I don't-
many.
I don't think he has an ace.
Okay.
He just shouldn't have any queens, really.
Yeah, it's a bet small.
That's small. Yeah, because I guess it's hard to get called by much too.
Right.
King Jack and King 10, and the rest is folding probably.
Yeah.
Or beating you. Or 7.